Alright guys, I was just over there at that creek. I'll insert a picture there, a little video. So I'm looking at the creek and how beautiful it is, and I see a half naked dryad nymph woman. I'll call her a woman. She might have been 22, 20, whatever, right? Laying down there on a big ass rock, half naked. She was half naked because her feet were naked. I was pretty sure she was dead. So I made my way down the mountain to where said naked woman was laying, right? I could not see any breath coming out of this woman. You gotta remember, it's a beautiful day, but it's still a little chilly, right? I haven't activated my heated vest yet because I see no reason to. But if I was laying on a rock in the middle of nowhere, I might have. I get down there, and she's some kind of Arizona Department of Conservatory. Let's just call it an Arizona version of Job Corps, maybe. Because I noticed the van in the parking lot that was sitting up here in the little rest area, right? And I crawled down there, and I say, "Miss, are you alive?" Because she was laying so still. If she was dead, there wasn't no reason to rush her, right? If she's dead, she's dead. And if she's alive, she would have been flailing around a little bit if she was in distress. So she wasn't in distress. You got to be able to tell these things before you go and jump on people, right? So I poked her and said, "Miss, are you all right?" And from deep in the bowels of her face that is buried in a jacket and looks like it might be flat and squished because it's, you know, because the way she's laying, she said, "Yes, I just needed a break," she said. So apparently they was out partying all night in their little green Arizona Job Corps uniforms, and they stopped there and let her climb. She was in a truckload of boys, right? Like 5 boys in her. Half of them in the van was all crashed out in the van, and she's laying down there on the stream, which was a beautiful stream. Oh, look, there's a porta potty over there. But she was alive, guys. I didn't have to save nobody or be involved in a rescue, because I wasn't going to throw her up. I mean, she might have weighed 100 pounds soaking wet, but I wasn't going to throw her dead ass on my shoulders and climb back up there, right? Well, I might have. Or I would have just let them bring in the life flight. Well, why? It would have been a dead body. They don't need a life flight. Coroner could have winched her up. Nah, I could have got her out. I'm still strong for an old guy. I know. I'm old as dirt. Actually, by the time I got back to the top from checking out her lifeless body, I was pretty well huffing and puffing and wore out. If I was going to have to bring her lifeless body up from down there in that creek, it would have been in stages, you know. I would have been like moving 10 feet and set her down and take a break. But by that time, I could have solicited some help on the rescue of said damsel. But thank goodness I didn't have to perform a full rescue. I just had to go down and back up and didn't have to carry her out. So I'm really glad that she just had a rough night partying with her homies. So, but what I learned from a local resident, not a snake, but a person that lives here, they said that at the top of this mountain, there's a ski resort. It's the go flying now. They say it's the last ski resort in North America, and that once you get almost there, the terrain changes into like Colorado terrain with pine trees and everything because of the elevation. How about that? I'm not gonna hang on to this video for months like I do on the other ones. I'm gonna release it now. Yeah, now, today. When I say today, I mean whatever day you see it. It was made in the last couple of days, right? And so if you happen to be out here in Tucson and you're stuck without a load, rent yourself a motorcycle or an Uber or something and get out and see something today. Go up here. Maybe you too can find yourself a sleeping nymph on a creek bed. And she might be like, "Hey, big boy, how you doing? I'm pleased to meet you. Thank you for saving me." and you'll have a wood spirit for life. I didn't get none of that, and I ain't saying I did. I'm just saying that, you know, you never know, right? Bring out your inner hero. Always bring out your inner hero. And if you don't have an inner hero, freaking find one. I don't know. I wonder what all these side roads are. I'm just going to keep going up. Let's see. Bug Springs Trailhead. Okay, they're trailheads. You can ride horses and stuff. I guess you got to bring your own horse. They're not going to, you know, give you a horse. All right, but the temperature is falling. I don't need to turn on my jacket yet, but I can see how I'm going to need to turn on said jacket before long. Look at them strong guys. Backpacks, spandex. Ain't they? I'm proud of them. And I'm cold. But I'm doing 40 miles an hour. They're doing 2. 5,000 feet, guys. 5,000 feet. The other day when I first found out about Mount Lemmon, the guy at the airport said, yeah, you should go up there. It's nice temperature today. It's going to snow tomorrow. And I unloaded the bikes and checked the temperature, and temperature was 55 where I was at. But it was 30 on Mount Lemmon. And that night it rained like hell in Tucson, and it snowed like hell up here. Yeah, yesterday it was warmer up here. I think it got to 45 degrees, so I thought, well, but I didn't get to make it yesterday either because the cops ran me off from where I was at, and I had to Thimble Peak Vista, 1/4 mile. Oh, y'all want to check out Thimble Peak Vista? I don't know. Let's check it out. Maybe. I bet we got a pull out. I think it said a pull out. Hopefully it'll be on the left side of the road. Oh, look, there's the pull out. Let's go through the pull out. Okay, this is Thimble Peak Vista, guys. All right. There it is. All right, y'all seen it here. All right, let's go. There, y'all can say y'all went to Thimble Peak Vista. All right.
Oh my Lord, take this slow. Lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the river. From the gallows, shed this news, bear my dough, lay me in the shallows. Evil come if you call my name, the wicked they shall rise. The river sand's gonna wash me clean if the river don't run dry. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the river. Oh my Lord, hear my woe. There's blood upon the valley. Take this sword, the ill I've done, deliver me from worry. The devil's hand's gonna strike me down, cut me to my grave. The river song's gonna pull me through, the river she can save. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the
do believe we've had quite a large drop in temperature, and now I'm thinking that it might be a good time to to activate that heated vest. You know, if I was like a superhero, I could just, like one of those who was those rocket guys back when y'all was kids? I wasn't kids, I was older. Power Rangers. You could just hit yourself on the chest or something and activate secret weapon or something like that. Well, my activation button is on my chest, and that's where I would hit it at, but I gotta actually use a finger. I can't just pop it with my hand. We got snow and we got ice, and it is nice. I never would have known that Mount Lemmon was this spectacular. Like I said, I knew there was a Mount Lemmon. I didn't know it was anything worth looking at. And I've always said, I would never live in Tucson. It's just not the place to live, right? Well, knowing that you have this in your backyard changes that immensely for me. I mean, this is just awesome. In every backyard, there is some beauty. And there's some beauty here. This limestone fortifications created by God or somebody, right? Somebody was shooting a 50 cal back there at the watering hole where I found the half-dead naked girl. Or half, whatever she was. I think we'll call her a half-drunk, half-naked girl. Actually, she looked pretty good, guys. Looked pretty good. Yeah, just saying. Ain't no necrophilia going on here. She was alive. Oh, look, there's another party. Never would have known this place was here. And they ain't charged a dime to drive on this road. A lot of the national parks, they charge you just to drive in and drive out. And this one ain't no charge. That's pretty cool. I even turned off my GPS because I'm like, I'm just gonna ride until I get down 2 bars, and then I'll turn around and go back, right? Maybe I'll ride to the ski resort. I don't know. Ski Valley, 15 miles. Palisades, 8 miles. Well, let's lean into it. Lean into it. I'm sorry, guys. I get all frickin' fruity. Look, you know, they're getting cold. They stop and put on their jackets, and they're going back down. But they got more wind going down. Arizona is really a jewel among states. Y'all remember, I used to see this, I'm not to look it up, there was this movie, and I think Charlie Sheen was in it, and it was like Ghost Rider or Knight Rider or something. And you knew that the location looked like it was Arizona, and I've always wondered about that movie. I'll just look up Charlie Sheen movies. I'm pretty sure he was in the movie. I know it can't be a good movie if it's got Charlie Sheen in it. No, he's really a funny guy. You know, I mean, he's old and sick now, but he was funny in his youth, I always thought. And then he had some serious roles that he was okay in. I thought he was okay. Look, okay, you're just going too slow for me, Ryder. Slowpoke Rodriguez, always in the way. What really gets me is when Slowpoke Rodriguez decides they want to run the front door, right? That's cool, run the front door. But Slowpoke Rodriguez ain't got a map. They don't know that we're turning right in a quarter of a mile or something like that. And then they jump out in front, and I go, all right, have a good time, Slowpoke. And then I got to jump back out there and kick Slowpoke Rodriguez in the tush and show them how it's made. Look out over there, guys. Look at that vista. Oh my goodness, we got to find another vista point so you can see this, guys. That is really beautiful. Man, I can't believe they don't charge people to drive up this road extra money. You know how they are about that kind of stuff. This is a vacation in the middle of the day, or some kind of song. Every night. Oh boy, these rocks up there. I mean, this is the junk, guys. This is the junk that you live and breathe for. Oh man, right there is where we need to pull out. Right, oh, Windy Point Vista, quarter mile. All right, look at these rocks. Ain't they spectacular? I'm good, guys. I bought extra batteries for the GoPro, and I am so glad. I'm going to be able to film this all the way down. Apparently, I don't think that's the pullout. Yes, here it is. Here it is, and it is a good one. We're going to enjoy this pullout. All right. Oh, we got textured roads.